got a chance to make history together again.
There'll be nothing less than the last fight.
We're just days away from the biggest boxing event in recent memory. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
This isn't pay-per-view, it's Netflix. And this is MVPs face-to-face. Gentlemen, how you doing? Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Look, to maintain order, we're gonna allow you guys 45 seconds to answer my question. The opponent has 45 seconds to respond.
This is like a presidential debate.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right,
yeah,
all right.
When I'm here, it's important.
Hopefully it's not 2v1 like Trump had to deal with.
Nah, we good, we good. You guys ready?
Go.
All right, let's get it. We're gonna start with you, Mike. Why'd you agree to take this fight with Jake Paul?
I believe this is gonna be great for boxing. I believe I'm gonna win.
Jake, why'd you agree to take the fight with Mike?
Man, he's a legend, you know. This is the guy. This is one of the two most famous boxers to ever live, him and Muhammad Ali. This is a dream come true for me. I am inspired by Mike, his story, you know, what he's persevered through. And to be able to fight him and to share the ring with such a legend is a special moment for me, and it's historic. And the fact that we did it with Netflix, it's the biggest fight of the century, and that's what I love to do. Make history, have fun, and go to war.
Well, to add on top of, what does it mean for boxing?
Everything, man. You know, this all came from an ayahuasca ceremony. When I saw this happening, I saw the butterfly effect of every kid going into the gym the next day, wanting to be like me or Mike. 700 million people watching on Netflix. Wow. And the impact this will have on the sport is unfathomable, and it's untangible, quite frankly.
Okay, Mike, so what does it mean to be fighting Jake Paul? And same question to you, what does this mean for boxing?
To be honest, boxing's never seen nothing like this in the history of boxing. Since it began 250 years ago, it's never seen anything like this, and probably never will.
Well, Mike, let me ask you this. What does it say about Mike Tyson if he knocks out a 27-year-old Jake Paul?
Mike just knocked somebody else out again, you know. This is going to be big. It's just, it's not like it's just some 27-year-old, it's Jake Paul.
And Jake, same question to you. What does it mean if you knock out a 58-year-old Mike Tyson?
Yeah, when it happens, it's going to be a little bittersweet because I have love for him. But at the current moment, we're meant to go to war. He's trying to take the food off my plate. I'm trying to take the food off of his plate. And that's what warriors do. Right. But for me, I've dreamt this, manifested it, and it'll be the start of, you know, what has been a 12-year career for me in entertainment and acting and working and all the things I've done now into boxing. This is finally my moment and my time to shine, and I'm going to show the world who the fuck I am, because everyone's doubted me. Everyone's had something to say. Nothing was ever given to me. I've had to work for it all. Suppressed by everyone, kicked off of YouTube, kicked off of platforms, canceled 5 times, and here I am, throwing the biggest event in really all of entertainment, actually. And now it shows to the rest of the world what hard work and perseverance can do. And I'm just happy to be able to show that to other kids who maybe have to go through adversity and have to fight and have to keep on proving themselves time and time again.
So from your answer, what I got is, you said when it does happen.
Yeah.
So you're gonna knock Mike out?
It's already written.
Okay. You heard that shit?
Clearly.
Just making sure. I like that confidence right there.
This is the baddest man on the planet. Heavyweight. Look, I mean, just look at the fucking guy sitting here right now.
Right.
He's an animal. He posts Instagram pictures and I get a little scared because of how good he looks. But I have to step up to this level and show people that I can accomplish the impossible. And that's what the story of Jake Paul is all about.
Now, Mike, a lot of people are going to point to your fight with Kevin McBride and say that that's when your skills basically dissipated 20 years ago.
My life has changed since then, and I decided to fight Roy Jones, and that was successful, and now we're fighting.
So people shouldn't even bring that shit up no more?
No, they should bring it up. Okay. They should see the difference from there to now.
Gotcha.
What you have to say?
Me at my worst, to me at the biggest event in the history of events right now. There's never been any bigger than this. So what they have to say about that?
What you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what critics do. They sit on their couches, they sit in their homes, and they have so many things to say because they're unhappy with their lives themselves. They'll try to rip people apart like me and Mike, who are actually going and fucking doing something.
He had 11 pro fights, 1 amateur fight. How do you rate him?
Hey, listen, he's been successful in all those pro fights except one, and that's why we're fighting.
It's been 4 years in professional boxing. And in terms of what I've done in those 4 years and the amount I've learned is more than any pro boxer. So just in terms of how much I've learned and grown, I'm the fastest growing and learning boxer in the sport. And that's what I rate myself off of. If you calculate how good I got from year 1 to year 4, no one else has made that progress. So really, to me, that's the most important thing to focus on. And I have big plans, and I'm continuing to, again, do the impossible and show people what I'm capable of. And they chalk up what I've done to fights being rigged. Still, when he posts on his Instagram looking like a killer, hitting the shit out of the mitts, the top 5 comments are, if Jake wins this fight, it's completely rigged. And that used to bother me.
Right.
That used to bother me because I was like, no, I'm working so hard. Can't you fucking people see? But now I take it as a compliment because the human peon brain of the 99% can't even comprehend
Can't even get it.
how good I've gotten and what I'm accomplishing in this world.
They telling me you're talking too long. There's not no Trump shit. They trying to give me the...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
see-
knew
see?
this was going to happen.
See, don't...
Hey, we got all the time in the world. We can make edits. What's your name? Joe. Shut the fuck up, Joe. Thank you.
Control, do your thing. He over there. Don't harass me no more, Joe, nigga. That wasn't on me. All right, now look, one thing that people cannot deny is your activity. This your 3rd fight this year. You had 3 fights last year, 6 fights in the last 2 years. Where boxers are fighting once every 2 or 3 years. Does that make you better as a boxer, the activity?
Yeah, 100%. And I have to stay active. I have to stay working towards my goal of becoming a world champion. So there needs to be 3 fights a year for me at least. And that's how I get better, is under the bright lights and performing when there's adrenaline and nerves.
Gotcha.
I've always been in the gym training. I'm boxing professional fighters. I'm just, activity is great. I had 15 fights in 1 year when I was younger. And I think activity is great, but I'm prepared. I'm just ready to go.
Now, does a loss to Jake Paul damage your legacy?
I don't look at my life as a legacy. Legacy to me means ego. Who the fuck cares about my legacy? I'm going to be dead soon one day. But he's not going to win.
What do you say about your legacy if you end up beating Mike Tyson, and not just beating Mike Tyson, knocking Mike Tyson out?
Obviously, it would be the biggest moment in all of boxing history on Friday night when I put this man to sleep. So that is pretty dope.
He dreams a lot.
A lot of dreaming.
I knew it
There's a
did
lot
all
of
come
dreaming.
true.
I mean, this is not going to come true, young man.
Hey, man, I respect your opinion, but it's just my time. The universe know it, the gods know it, I know it, and you're going to know it. Plain and simple.
Okay, for next week, we'll see.
We will. That's the beauty of boxing, is the truth comes out, and by golly, do I love the truth.
Are you concerned if Mike hits you flush on the chin, the shit could be fucked up?
Yeah. Yes. Indeed. I have to be alert. This is a scary, scary man. He's a killer and has all the power still clearly in all the videos, all the sparring that he's showing, dropping his sparring partners. My mom is messaging. She can't even watch Tyson punch.
Right.
She won't watch it because it scares her. And he has one of the deadliest uppercuts of all time. So, of course, I have to be ready and know that he's going to have some moments in there, and I'm going to have to persevere.
Now, Mike called you a manufactured killer. How you respond to that?
I would say the deadliest weapon in the world is manufactured. That's a nuke.
I like that. I like that. I like that, man.
And I think it's scarier to be a peaceful man, waving Disney Channel wands around, and then to choose to kill.
Now, Mike, look, you criticize Jake's skills. What does that say about you if you lose?
Well, I'm not going to lose. So I can't even fathom losing. I can't even imagine it. He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. It's not going to be an easy night.
I don't think that. I think it's going to be a war of ages. The fans are the ones who win out of this, but I know you, I know your soul on a deeper level, and I know myself, and I know you're not going to fucking quit, and neither am I. You could rip my head off. I can go down to the canvas. You can fuck me up. I could be bleeding from everywhere, and I'm not going to stop. And I know that's the same for you. That's the beauty of this, is I don't think it's going to be easy. I know it's going to be hard.
You had a great career, but in many ways, this is the biggest event that you ever been a part of. What does this say about this night and this matchup?
First of all, no one else can do this but me, I believe. And like you said, this is the greatest boxing match in the history of boxing, and it's because I'm a part of it.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, man. And this is the do-si-do in Texas, the biggest fight. And I do think a dance requires two people, but that's the magic in this, is that we're, this yin and yang that is creating this massive fucking disruption and storm and massive fight. So, 2024, November 15th, the gods and the universe aligned us to do something magical. And it takes the both of us. But he's had a longer, illustrious career, and I believe by the end of my career, I will reign as the GOAT of this sport.
Now, a lot of people are saying that the Taylor-Serrano fight should be the main event. Part one was a fucking amazing battle. What do you have to say to that?
It is this is, there's two main events. How do you choose which one to put before each other? They're massive. I'm more excited to watch that than I am excited to take his punches. But yeah, man. I mean, it's massive, and I'm just so excited to see the rematch and for Amanda Serrano to prove all of her doubters wrong.
So who do you think won?
Close.
It was close.
Close. Razor close.
Well, in your opinion, who do you think won?
I'll keep that opinion to myself.
Okay.
My opinion won't mean nothing on November 15th.
And when Amanda Serrano wins, Katie Taylor, I think we do the trilogy at Croke Park. I'll get Donald Trump to come in. He loves doing big fights since Eddie Hearn hasn't been able to get anything done over there. He's too busy trying to be in Katie Taylor's corner for the fight. Can you believe that? I mean, the clout chasing on this guy is fucking insane, but Katie will make the trilogy happen in Croke Park, and it's going to be, something they could settle the score. I believe Amanda's going to win. It'll be 1-1, then they can do the third and settle it all.
So you're already doing the trilogy before we get the sequel.
Yep.
Okay, say no more.
I'm like Star Wars, baby.
I ain't mad at you. Why does Mike Tyson win this fight?
Because I'm Mike Tyson.
Why does Jake Paul win this fight?
Because I'm Jake Paul. No. Man, this is just, it's my time. That the gods have showed this to me. I'm going to be faster, stronger, and more elusive. He's not going to know where I'm coming from, and
I'm great imagination.
I'm truly going to show the world that I outboxed Mike Tyson, and that's fucking wild to say. Oh, yes, I got you a gift.
Thank you very much.
I got you a gift, Mike.
You want a pigeon?
This is a pigeon from Southeast Asia. Very expensive, but I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jake.
How do you feel about that?
Huh?
Hey, you like Mike's love pigeon. What do you feel about that?
It looks like a low budget pedigree. But
We paid thousands of dollars for that.
This is an expensive pigeon. I seen a video of, and I'm not sure if you've seen it, Mike. Did you see his Instagram today?
About what?
Maybe it's good that you didn't see it yet. He asked you guys face to face, and he's kissing you in the mouth in several pictures on Instagram. Well, it's actually on his page, and it's kind of went viral today of him just stepping to you, kissing you in the mouth several times. Does stuff like that aggravate you?
I have that effect on people. I have that effect on people.
Okay.
I've just never seen someone handle a pigeon.
Yeah,
You got pigeon flies in your family, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Is it a low budget pigeon? Or
Well, he had no one loves him. He has no band or anything, so he doesn't belong to nobody.
Okay.
well, he belongs to you now.
I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh,
So that's food for your
Yeah.
falcon?
Yeah.
This is getting interesting. What do you have to say about this fight coming up this Friday? And any words for Jake?
I'm just ready. I'm just ready. Let's go.
Jake,
let's go. The do-si-do.
you ready to go?
Excited, man. And it's going to be a beautiful night. Amazing fights on the undercard. Amazing production. The amount of people showing up for this. The biggest stadium. The biggest platform. The biggest fighters. Doesn't get much better than this.
This is going to be an amazing spectacle this Friday on Netflix, and there's limited seats available on SeatGeek. Good luck, gentlemen.
Are you really going to feed him to your falcon?
Yeah, but I can't take him with me. There's no way I can take him.
That's fucked up, Mike.
What?
You don't feed the nigga to your falcon.
I would never do that, man. I'm just talking.
Nah, thank you. Good job, man. Well, thank you for the opportunity, Mike. Good seeing you.
Love, bro.
Appreciate you. Mike, thank you, man.
Well,
Pleasure meeting you, bro.
nice to meet you. You can come with me, buddy.
The 2022 Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano sold out Madison Square Garden as they went to war. It was the most watched women's boxing event of all time. This Friday, that record's gonna get smashed as they come together for a second time. Let's bring out our two champions, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano.
We meet again.
Ladies, welcome to MVP's Face to Face. Now, you're gonna have 30 seconds, both of you, to answer my questions, and the opponent will have 30 seconds to respond. Y'all good with that?
Sounds good.
Good, good.
All right, let's get it. We're gonna start with you, Amanda. Do you think you deserve to win the first fight?
I believe I did. It was a close fight. You know, me and Katie went out. We did the unthinkable. We sold out Madison Square Garden. We made 7 figures for that fight, and we put on a great show. And I believe I hurt her with the bigger, harder punches, and I believe I won. But it was definitely a close fight.
And how do you respond to that?
Well, I obviously believed that I won the fight, but again, it was a phenomenal fight, and that's why we're here doing it again. It was the fight of the year, and we made history together, and we got a chance to make history together again on Friday night. This is amazing, and you always need a great dance partner. I think that the both of us really showed up the last time, and we're going to do it again on Friday night.
It's gonna be nothing less than the last fight.
Okay, that's the shit I like to hear. Now, how do you think this fight, Katie, will be different from the last fight?
I mean, we're going to see, I guess, on Friday. I think the result is going to be the same. I'm very, very confident. We're both stepping into the ring very confident, I'm sure. But the thing about these things is I'm going to say I'm going to win the fight. She's going to say that she's going to win the fight. Sometimes I feel like these conversations are nonsense, really, but
You ready to get it off?
yeah, we're
Fuck
just
all the
ready.
talking, you
Yeah,
say.
exactly.
Okay. I hear that. What do you got to say to that?
It's the truth, you know. We both going in there very confident. I'm going in there extra confident this fight because I thought I just needed just a little bit more to have get the victory in that fight. But you know, it's great to have a great dance partner like Katie Taylor. We're gonna go out there and show the world that women can fight, put on a show, and it's gonna be a great night. I think the fans are definitely the winners in this fight.
Now, a lot of people are saying this should be the main event. You know, my guy from MVP, Nikisa, said that this is the best fight on the card. But the only reason you guys are fighting before Jake and Mike is because they want people to see it. Do you think this is the best fight in the card, Amanda?
Listen, no matter where we go, me and Katie, no matter who we fight, we're one of the best, we pound for pound, best female fighters in the world. So we're going to put on a show. But honestly, it's an honor to fight under Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. I love fighting under my manager, Jake Paul, because I get to do what I have to do, and then I come out and watch him fight. But it's just, it's a great opportunity for us to be showcased, women's at its finest on Netflix, and I'm excited. We're going to put on a show.
I think I just have a heart of gratitude, really, to have these sort of opportunities. I think every single fighter in the world wants to be on this card,
Okay.
and to be on the same card as Mike Tyson. I don't think anybody would have believed that. He's a legend, an icon of the sport, and to be on the same card as someone who I respect so much is absolutely huge.
Is Katie Amanda the best opponent you ever fought?
100%. You know, her accolades, she's a gold medalist. You know, she had over 200 amateur fights. I only had 9 amateur fights. So to go in there and do what I did the last fight, I'm super proud of myself. And yeah, she's a great fighter. She's fought great champions. She's not a 2-division undisputed champion for no reason. So Katie is definitely one of the best pound for pound.
Is she your toughest opponent?
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that we shared a ring together last time and made history together, I'm just so glad I made history with Amanda, because I feel like nobody's done what she's done in women's boxing, and a 7-weight world champion, and that's just unprecedented. I don't think any other female fighter will actually accomplish what she's accomplished. Our names are always going to be embedded together.
I know.
So.
Like, are you tired of me yet? Because I'm definitely tired of you.
Seriously.
You advocated for 3-minute rounds.
100%.
Why is the fight 2-minute rounds?
Honestly, the first fight, I wanted 12 3-minute rounds, and I was very vocal about
You was
that.
ready to get it on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And actually, after that, I had fought the 12 3-minute rounds, and I was scheduled for another 12 3-minute rounds. But when we went to negotiations with her team, you might not know, when Jordan Maldonado, which is my manager, he does his negotiations in front of me on speaker, and when he spoke to your team, it was adamant. It had to be 10-2, 10-2, 10-2. Maybe when you won your belts back, maybe we could do it 12-3.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually don't mind doing the 3-minute rounds myself. I think the 3-minute rounds actually suit the boxer more than the fighter. So I have no idea what went on in the negotiations, like you said. So I'm just signing the contract when I see it. But I think the 12 3-minute rounds would actually suit me better.
So what it sounds like from what I'm hearing is that she wanted the 3 minutes, and she basically trying to say that your management wasn't with all that. And you're saying that you had no idea that happened, or you just agreed to the 2 minutes?
I don't know what goes on in negotiations.
The most important part was that we wanted to fight each other. So I was willing. I wanted to finish my career, all my fights, fighting 12-3. But I've always said it. I know Katie, she said that she would fight the 12-3.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 3-minute rounds would suit me better, to be quite honest. But
if she wants her belts back, let's do it 12-3. We can do it.
Yeah,
Do the trilogy, the 12-3, and you know, it's amazing to have a great, like you said, a great dance partner, and it's amazing to fight 12-3, to do what women can do, and you saw I did it. And we can do it again.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Well, see, but that's the thing about it. And I know we just shook on the trilogy. Would you want a trilogy if you won again?
If I won again, the only
Would it make sense?
The only reason I would do the trilogy is because it's against Amanda Serrano in a 12 3-minute round fight. That would make it very, very interesting, and I would absolutely be up for that.
Hey, you see, and then it's amazing how we respect each other as fighters, and we're making history together. We're making the best money together. So, you know, why not?
I'm not mad at that. Amanda, you're the queen of the featherweight, 126 pounds.
Yes.
Why move up to have this fight?
So I'm a small girl, but I want to be great. I'm chasing greatness, and that's what I want to do. Fighting Katie Taylor is just that, and you know, becoming a 2-division undisputed champion, that would be amazing.
Do you think weight is at your advantage?
I think we're pretty similar size, to be honest. I'm not a natural 145 fighter neither, and I'm not the biggest 135 fighter neither. So, but I feel very comfortable in this weight, and I feel strong at this weight. So, whatever. Yeah.
So Clarissa Shields actually challenged both you females to see who's the best women's fighter on earth. What do you have to say about that, Katie?
Well, I have a fight to focus on Friday night, first of all. So let's get this fight out of the way with first. But she's way too big to be calling out us, to be honest. If there's a huge weight discrepancy there, but we are the type of fighter who will get a step in the ring with anybody. So Yeah.
I don't understand how they can be just more than one great. You know, we're all great in our own ways. We all bring different things to the women's boxing. We're bringing more eyes to the sport of women's boxing, and I'm just proud to always have been in the top 3 pound for pound.
Absolutely, she's fantastic. Clarissa is. What she's done for the sport is amazing, and she is between myself, Clarissa, Amanda. Who knows who the best pound for pound fighter is in the world? It's also subjective anyway.
Exactly.
People have their own opinions. So it's the same with men's boxing as well. Who's the best pound for pound men's boxer? Nobody really knows. So, but it's great to be in the conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
I got you. Katie, why do you win this fight Friday night?
I believe I'm just a better fighter, and the best of me always beats the best of Amanda.
Okay, and Amanda, why do you win this fight Friday?
Fighting Katie Taylor is always a great opportunity, but honestly, I believe I'm more focused in this fight. Thank you for making that motivation, giving me that motivation to wake up every morning to go run, to go fight, to go spar, because you bring that out of me, and I'm in the best shape, and you're gonna see that come Friday night.
Katie, what do you think about the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight? Who wins that fight?
It's a tricky one to call. I'm obviously going for Mike Tyson because of the respect that I have for him as a fighter. I have nothing against Jake Paul. I think what he's done for himself and Amanda has been amazing.
Well, now for you.
Sorry?
I said now for you.
Yeah.
Giving us this platform.
Absolutely, I said for me and you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I just feel like Mike Tyson is such a legend of the sport, an icon of the sport, and I just don't want to see him getting beaten. I just have so much respect for him as a fighter, and he's loved in the sport of boxing because of what he's done for the sport, and he was known as one time as the baddest man on the planet. Yeah. Just the aura that he has stepping into the ring, just an amazing fighter, and an amazing mindset, and I just really have so much respect for him.
Are you going to pick Jake Paul to win this fight?
Obviously.
And now, okay, duh, like we kind of figured that. Why does Jake Paul win this fight?
No, listen, like she said, Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson. You know, he's an icon, and especially me being a Brooklynite just like him, it's truly an honor to be on this undercard. When he retired, I mean, when I started fighting, he had been retired, so who would have known I'm fighting on the undercard of Mike Tyson? So it's just a great honor. But Jake he's young, he's hungry, he's powerful, he's determined to go out there and show the boxing world that, you know, he belongs here.
It's Jake Paul, Amanda, Katie, Mike. Now let's ask the question here. What if Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I think it's actually a lose-lose situation for Jake, really. If he beats Mike Tyson, he's not going to really get the credit for it because he's so much younger than Mike, and he's young, he's a great athlete, Jake Paul is. So I don't think he's going to get any credit for it. He just beat an older fighter. And then if he loses to him...
So you're basically saying it's a catch-22. Jake Paul doesn't win or lose. No, when he doesn't have any wins, whether he wins or loses?
I think so, yeah.
It's still Mike Tyson. You can't do that. It's Mike Tyson.
Just to go in there and be face-to-face with Mike Tyson. I shook the last press conference in Dallas. I shook his hand. I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy is so strong, has a big... Yeah. I'm just for Jake at... So in the beginning of his career, to go out there and just face Mike Tyson, to get punched in the face by Mike Tyson, that says a lot about Jake. And if he wins, it's just on to the next one. You know, he's on his journey to becoming a world champion, and he's going to do what he has to do to achieve that goal. Final words to Katie before the fight this Friday? No, just thank you for this opportunity. Hold on to those belts for a little longer because they're coming back home to Puerto Rico.
You got a couple days left with them? That's it?
Yes, no, but it's always a great honor to go in there with you, and I'm excited to put on a show like we always do, and, you know, let's do the show like we always do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm saying the same. Always a pleasure to share the ring with such a great champion, and the last time was a fight a year. I can only imagine that this Friday is going to be even better than the last time. Yep. And may the best fighter win.
This face-to-face was brought to you by Most Valuable Promotions. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Free on Netflix. Friday, November 15th. The most talked about boxing event in recent history.
Introducing Prop Money Inc.'s new Real Aged. This isn't your typical prop money you've seen from us over the years. This is our brand.
During streams, I still have people trickle in to congratulate me on beating my addiction. Because, I mean, that is worth celebrating. You know, having an addiction is a terrible thing, and kicking that habit, well, that is definitely worthy of a big pat on the back. But in my case, it's stolen valor. The addiction people think that I've beaten is to shiny cardboard. I have made tons of videos and streams collecting Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic cards, but recently I haven't really been posting content opening boxes or anything, so people have made the assumption that I must have went to rehab and got help and no longer suffer from that. Well, nothing could be further from the truth, actually. There is still nothing that puts a bigger load into my 28-inch waisted shorts than opening a nice fresh box of Magic the Gathering cards. I now just don't really do it during streams, and kind of like, you know how an anime character learns that fighting for his friends is better than fighting for himself and it makes him more powerful? Well, that's also a lesson that I've learned when it comes to collecting cards. So not only have I still been opening boxes, but now I open the boxes and play with the cards with me and my friends, and I let my friends have the cards too, to play with them. We do that on the Skill Check channel in a series called Box Brawl, where we go through every single Magic the Gathering set ever made, open a fresh booster box, and then make commander decks out of it for a, brawl decks out of it for a brawl-style game. I am actually significantly more addicted to shiny cardboard now than I ever have been, and it's never felt better. So I wanted to show you the most recent opening because this is the most exciting one I've done probably since opening the first Ed Neo Genesis Pokemon box like 4 years ago. It's an $8,500 Urza's Saga box, 1998. And it's actually a set that I was extremely excited to open and play. I'm only going to show you the opening here. If you want to watch how the game went playing all of these cards right after opening them, you can go to the Skill Check channel for it. But the opening was fucking hype.
So Urza Saga was released in 1998 in October. Some things that happened in the year 1998. Bill Clinton impeached.
Oh my God!
I know, right?
Monica Lewinsky on that meat.
Hey, some other.
Hell yeah, brother! Good year.
Some other crazy shit. Google was founded.
Oh.
Look at how sealed that is. That's untouched by grease.
Right. That's at least a heat gun helped close that.
Yeah, this is like an Egyptian sarcophagus.
No gamers have even viewed this box.
I actually
now.
found this box in the wild, so I didn't order this one.
Really?
I went to.
What the fuck?
One thing you guys know I like to do is when I go to a new area, I check out their card shops.
Yeah, you gotta scout it out.
Yep. So I was in like Pinellas area, and I went to a place called Titan
Cards and Games,
I think is what it's called. And they had the Urza Saga box, and I was like, I'm not walking out of here.
What are these? Are Pokemon cards?
When you said new area, I thought you meant like when we bought a box in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You just went to the next county over.
I went an hour south.
Gaia's Cradle is the big one.
Yes.
What's that go for if it's a PSA 10?
Around $600.
Well, no. So raw is around like $600 to $800. If you're talking about PSA 10, that's a few thousand.
There's also a very funny card called Gilded Drake, which is in this.
Oh, really?
When you play Gilded Drake, you just exchange it for one of your opponent's creatures.
Wow.
It has a bunch of staples like Duress, a couple other ones that I don't really
we
remember
don't
too
wash
much.
these.
Yeah, I think.
Be careful with the wash.
Yeah, just get in there and get your 9 packs.
All right.
Oh, are we deciding packs?
Watch this. There's gonna be little stars that pop out.
Oh.
Like little cherubs come out singing a holy melody.
Holy. Are there uncommons or commons worth anything in this set?
There's a couple uncommons, but they're only like $5.
Okay.
It's crazy to think that has been sealed since 1990. 98.
Yeah. Trying to figure out the best, because I mean, I need to make a deck out of these.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying
not
to organize them.
Exactly. Not only are we trying to pull incredibly rare chase cards, we are trying to pull good cards to play against each other.
I'm not.
Oh,
Matt's just did it.
Venomous Fangs.
I don't know why.
Brand, I played that in Ian Malcolm.
I'm watching on the TV when I'm next to you.
I played that in Ian Malcolm. That's a real card.
Zach, is Brand anything?